guys, it is Tungsten Edge here, playing Minecraft. I'm gonna make a time lapse of me walling up the canals, and I'll be back when it's done. Welcome back, guys, to the commentary. It's probably getting pretty boring, even high speed. But what I'm doing now is I'm doing pretty TDI work. So you might be wondering, what's the whole entire point of building this moat and castle? Because it looks so tedious, right? I'd say it looks tedious if I were watching. Even in high speed, I have to say it'd probably get a little bit boring quite quickly, because all you're doing is you're doing repetitive stuff. But thing is, I want this to look good. I want this to look better than most people could ever build, even if they tried their best. Yeah, I also want to make it huge. I know both of those things are never ever going to happen. I don't have the talent, I don't have the time, I don't have the building skill. I don't build a lot in survival normally. Normally in survival, I just gather resources to a pointless point, or build underground. I'm pretty new with building above ground. I have to say it's quite a bit more difficult than building above ground, because when you're below ground, oh my god, this is why I dislike the moat. So, when you're in, what was I just saying? Something about how easy it was to build. Like, you don't have to worry about surface lighting. If you don't, you can make something look really good without, like, completely, what's the word? Without, like, completely changing the entire, not landscape, but you have to make something like a lot bigger and significant, because you have to try and like beat the mountains, or try and make something that like it's just one sec. You have to like try and make things more significant than the nature itself, because the nature itself looks really good, but you have to try and make it better. But underground, you're just trying to beat bland stone, and making something like better than bland stone or a dirty-looking cave or a sketchy cave is quite easy. You just have to pretty much toss down some stone bricks around the entire thing, and it looks great. But you can't do that above ground. You have to kind of think about things, which I'm not too fond of. I prefer to do things quickly, but that can't always happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a lot more work around here, and I'll be back. Guys, I'm back, and I've done a little bit of work, a good hour's worth, I'd say. But, you know, I'm sorry for episode 6. I messed up on that. Please don't hate on it. If you don't like it, please just tune out, because I got 3 dislikes on that video already. I accidentally completely messed up the cropping, so only about a third of the screen, or maybe half the screen is Minecraft. But I'm actually kind of sad, because that was one of the best episodes I have made so far. But this is what I've done on the moat. Yeah, not a lot since I cut, but I've done most of my work on the castle. I added half slabs. I don't know if I like the look. I started the next layer of castle, kind of. I don't know what to really call it. I'm gonna do the front properly once I finish the interior properly. I decided the second layer is gonna be furnaces. The layer above that, I am not quite sure yet. I know this is gonna be like every area has a purpose. I don't know quite what its practical purpose should be yet. I have a few ideas, and if you have any ideas, please post them in the comment section below. So yeah, I think I might do a little bit more story time for anybody who's still tuned in by now. Thank you a lot for watching this far, and I'm gonna do a little bit more story time. I'm just gonna talk about what's been happening around school. Just my school, because that's really all I have to talk about, because I could talk about, other things, like what it's like in Canada. In Canada, it's not as cold as you might expect where I am. We actually love it when it snows where I am, because it snows so rarely. Maybe once or twice a winter, it actually builds up, and I love it whenever it happens. I love snow. I love everything about snow. I don't know. If you don't like snow, you have a cold. If you don't like snow, it's probably because you live in a cold place. But where I am, it's not that cold. And in the summer, I go camping a lot. Camping is pretty mediocre, but I also like it a lot. I don't actually quite know why. The last few phases I've been camping weren't too great. Except I went to one guy's, my mom's friend. They had a cabin, and that was probably, oh my god, no. That is misaligned, so I'm gonna have to take that post down before I mess up the whole thing. But like, yeah, that was one of my favorite trips so far in my life. They had a boat and like a huge lake, and when we talk about Canadian lakes, we're talking about nice water, like 25 degrees, I'd say. So like perfect for swimming. Like this is like amazing, and like normal swimming pools are heated to 28, but when it's 30 degrees out, which it does get in the interior of the province I live in. Now you know I have a coastline province. Probably figured out where I live. If you know Canadian geography. But yeah, so it's like kind of like the weather around here is in the winter. It's quite rainy. Like it's been raining for a while. We do PE outside. It's so miserable. So, I feel bad for the kids with football, because they get unlucky every time, or rugby, and it's always raining when they're doing rugby and all that. It's kind of funny though too, like the one sunny day and like a blue moon, and there's no rugby that day. It's a day off. So yeah, that's always really funny. I don't play any sports. I just play a lot of Minecraft. So yeah. Well, I think I've done a considerable amount of work this episode. I could call it... I don't know what I'm going to name this episode, though. Yeah. Find out good names helps a lot. I think I'll call it the Epic Castle Walk, because it is starting to look quite complete-ish, even. Like, I've gotten quite a bit done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other channels that are in my suggested channels, because those are all really nice, really good commentators, and I suggest you check them out. So I hope you enjoyed episode 7 of Scullcraft Server. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I said that already, and I'll see you guys next time.